Hey guys, Chart Stoppers back with another video. In this channel, we take a look at different stocks and map out their key support and resistance areas on their daily chart. It's important to know these areas before you buy any stock, and it's also important to know what kind of a trend a stock is in before you buy into it. Support and resistance is one of the most important things you should know about a stock before you either buy or sell. And also, if you're doing any day trading, swing trading, or options trading, you're definitely going to want to get familiar with this channel and support and resistance areas. Now, just to let you know, I'm not a financial expert. These videos are for educational purposes only, but I am here to point out key factors on the charts which do impact the price action of a stock. And I also provided a link in the description for Webull. You could use that to start an account and you'll get 2 free stocks. I also provided a link for Robinhood. You could use that to start an account. You'll get 1 free stock. And just to let you know, we will be doing 3 videos per week on 3 different stocks. So if you have a recommendation for a video, leave a comment below and I will try to get to it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and have your notifications on so you don't miss out on any new content here. Okay, so let's get into the market today. Today is Friday, October 8th, 2021. It is, you can see here, the market is down today a little bit. S&P 500 is down 0.09% at the time of this recording. The Dow Jones is pretty much flat on the day. It's up a little bit, 0.05%. And the NASDAQ is down 0.35%. So pretty much flat day in the market today. We did have the jobs report this morning, which didn't really affect the market too much. So, pretty much flat ending to the week. We'll see what next week brings for the market. All right, so let's get into the stock I wanted to take a look at today. Today I'm going to be covering Tesla. I've covered this one a few times. I'm just doing an update today. I will provide a link in the upper right-hand corner to the most recent video I've done on this one. You could go back and check that out if you want to see how I got to where my chart is now. You should be seeing that link right now. But today, Tesla is currently trading at $785.20 at the time of this recording. It's down 1.06% on the day. On the past week, Tesla is down 1.42%. In the past month, Tesla is up 3.47%. In the past 3 months, this stock is up 25%. So pretty good past 3 months for Tesla. And in the past year, Tesla is up 79.18%. So you could see from the chart, you've had a very good return. If you got in a year ago, you're up almost 80%. And, in the past 3 months, you could see from this run starting from right around May here, when you had the bottom of that correction that we saw in the NASDAQ that started in February, where we had the all-time highs. We had that collapse from the all-time highs. If you got in around the bottom here, you've been on this run here, and you've had a very nice return of that 25% that I was talking about in the past 3 months. Okay, so let's get into this chart here. And like I said here, you could see from the chart, we did have an all-time high of $900.40. We hit that on January 25th of earlier this year. And right around that time, right after that, you could see that we had a big fall off in the stock price. Okay, there was a lot of hype right before that. And you could see from the chart, there was a big run up in the stock price, okay? People were really excited about this stock, and there was a lot of promises being made by Elon Musk, and, a lot of people were getting in on this stock. There was a stock split right before this happened, this all-time high, and also they were introduced into the S&P 500 right before hitting that all-time high. So right around Christmas of last year, they were introduced into the S&P 500. That caused the stock to explode to the upside. So that is why you saw a huge run up, with the stock split and the introduction into the S&P 500. That caused the stock to just explode to the upside. And then after that, we did have that correction causing the downside here this backside right here, causing the stock to fall down all the way down here and consolidate. Okay, so let's get into this chart here. You can see up here I have a line right around $881. That's our top line resistance, right around that all-time high. That's where we need to get to and close above $881. We've never been able to close a day above that line. Okay, we haven't been able to close above 881. We've been above there intraday, but we've never been able to close above $881. Okay, so we will need to close above there and hold if we want to see this thing get back and get above those all-time highs of $900.40. Okay, going down our chart. Right now, we are currently right around our next resistance point, which is $800, okay? That's going to be our next resistance point we are currently at. And, we're going to need to break that if we want to get back up to this all-time high, okay? And get working on our next resistance point of that $881. Okay, now going down our chart, you could see we did have resistance around $700 and we broke that. Looking at our chart here, you could see we are trading inside this channel here in between these two trend lines that I have marked on my chart. These two green lines is the channel we've been trading in ever since reaching that low in May. Okay, so that we, traded down from that all-time high, from that correction that we saw between February and May, okay, causing the stock to fall down to a low. Let's see what the low was right around here of $546.98. And we reached that on May 19th right here. Okay, that was the low in May. And since then, we've been on a tear to the upside here, trading inside this channel, with a bottom trend line acting as support and a top trend line acting as resistance here. Okay, so we've been just on this tear to the upside, and it's been trading in this perfect trend here. So hopefully you guys all have that marked on your chart so you can see that and you can trade accordingly with this trend that it's been trading in. Okay, now going down the chart here, $570 is going to be our bottom support where it did bottom out at. You could see we reached that right around here. This was on March 8th. We bottomed out there during the correction, and then right around May, we hit it on May 17th. We fell below there briefly. May 19th, we fell below there briefly and then recovered, and then we hit there again. Looks like June, the early June, and then we just took off from there. Okay, so that was our support that held, and then we took off from that support line. Okay, and you could see once we got up to that $700 mark, that was our strong resistance that we needed to break. And once we broke through that $700 mark, we were in that ascending triangle formation where we were just trading up, and that was holding us down. So we were just consolidating under that resistance point here. You could see we were just trading up, and then once we reached that resistance, we started going sideways underneath that resistance point, and then all of a sudden we just blew up right above it. We fell below there again briefly, and then we did break through there again and then exploded to the upside. So that was a perfect breakout formation, perfect trade. If you would have traded that for the breakout, would have worked out very nicely for you. Okay, so I'm just going to throw my moving averages up to see what we're looking like with our moving averages. And as you could see from our moving averages, it looks like our 200-day moving average here in the yellow has been acting as support during this breakout to the upside. And also our 50-day moving average here in the blue also has been acting as strong support. We haven't really broke under that ever since we got above it around June here. Okay, so that's been acting as strong support also. It looks like our 21 period moving average here in the light blue has been acting as support recently, going back to around the beginning or around the end of August. And also looking at our 8 period moving average here in the white, we've been holding that pretty much every day, also just breaking below there briefly here, but pretty much every day we've been holding the 8 period moving average. So keep an eye on that one, that white moving average, that 8 period moving average, for short-term momentum. If we break below there, that might mean a break to the downside for short-term momentum plays, okay? So keep an eye on that one right there, that white moving average. That is the 8 period moving average, okay, on the daily chart. Keep an eye on that one because we've been holding above that for a while now, okay? So if we break below that, you could see we've been trading right around the top of this channel for a while here, for around the past, going back to the end, around September 24th, okay? So just around 2 weeks here. So we've been trading at the top of this channel, all right? So it looks like it might be time to go back and test the bottom of the channel soon. So once we see a break below this 8 period moving average, that might be a sign that it is ready to go down and test the bottom of the channel. So just keep that in mind, all right? And also, we did have that investor meeting yesterday, and there was really no information. We did hear that they were moving their headquarters to Texas, but I think we already knew that. So there was really no new news coming out of that investor meeting from that. So a lot of people thought there was going to be some big news coming out of that, but nothing really going on there. Let's switch over to the weekly chart, see if we could find anything here. And you could see on the weekly chart, the 50 period moving average on the weekly chart has been acting as the support all through this breakout to the upside ever since bottoming out there in May. All right, see that line in the blue? That's our 50 period moving average on the weekly chart, and that is our support to the upside. So that will keep us going up, and also our 21 period moving average here in the light blue. All right, and we also have that 8 period moving average in the white. So we do have strong support through this move to the upside in our channel from all of our moving averages on our weekly chart and our daily chart. So we do have a strong channel here, it looks like, for Tesla moving to the upside. So we're going to need to break through this $800 resistance next. But it does look like it needs to consolidate a little bit more before it makes that move to break out to the upside. I mean, just look down here like it did for that $700 resistance. It looks like it needs a little bit more sideways action, a little bit more consolidation before it breaks to the upside there. Okay, so just keep an eye on that. That's my update on Tesla. If you guys like the video, make sure you hit that like button. Really helps me out, really helps out the channel. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and have your notifications on so you don't miss out on any new content. And we'll see you next time on Chart Stoppers.